Welcome to Ravenswood, a small town shrouded in mystery and chilling tales. Nestled between rolling hills and encircled by a dense, whispering forest, Ravenswood is a place where time seems to stand still. Every night, a thick, chilling fog descends, wrapping the town in an eerie silence that's as tangible as the cold itself. The locals, hardened by the unsettling atmosphere, speak in hushed tones, their conversations often revolving around the town's most infamous landmark. On the outskirts of Ravenswood, standing ominously amidst overgrown weeds and decaying trees, is an abandoned mansion. This grand yet forsaken house has been untouched for decades, a silent testament to a forgotten past. Its darkened windows and creaking gates are the stuff of local legend, a source of ghost stories that have been passed down through generations. One fateful evening, a group of adventurous friends decided to explore this decaying mansion drawn by tales of ghostly apparitions. As they stepped into the mansion, a chilling silence fell over them. The mansion, an imposing monument of a bygone era, stood defiantly against the ravages of time. The grandeur of its past was now replaced by the eerie decay of neglect. The creaking floorboards groaned under the weight of the friends, their whispers echoing through the empty halls. Shadows like ghostly specters danced ominously around them, their shapes distorted and twisted by the flickering candlelight. The air grew colder with each step, the chill seeping into their bones as if the mansion itself was trying to repel the intruders. It was as though the very walls whispered warnings, their voices carried by the drafts that wound their way through the decaying structure. Amid this chilling atmosphere, a presence made itself known, a malevolent force that lurked in the shadows, unseen but palpable. It was a force that fed on fear, thriving on the terror it inspired. The mansion was not merely abandoned, it was haunted, possessed by a spectral entity that had no intention of letting its new guests leave unscathed. As the friends delved deeper into the mansion, the strange occurrences intensified. The whispering voices grew louder, forming disjointed sentences that echoed in their ears. The flickering candlelight cast grotesque shadows on the walls, shapes that seemed to come alive and reach out towards them. The mansion was not merely a building, it was a living, breathing entity of terror. And then in the heart of the mansion, a ghostly figure emerged. It was a spectral silhouette, ethereal and chilling, the vengeful spirit of a former resident. Wronged in life, the spirit sought retribution in death. It was a figure that emanated a profound sadness, a rage that time had failed to quell. The friends watched in stunned silence as the ghostly figure moved towards them, the air growing colder with its approach. In the heart of the mansion, a ghostly figure emerged, the vengeful spirit of a former resident wronged in life and seeking retribution. This was the beginning of their nightmarish journey, their descent into the supernatural world that lay hidden within the haunted mansion's walls. Nightmares began to plague the group, blurring the line between reality and the supernatural. As if the mansion itself was alive and feeding on their terror, the friends' deepest fears began to take form before their very eyes. Picture this. James, always the brave one, found himself facing a monstrous beast, a physical manifestation of his deep-seated fear of the wild and the unknown. In another room, Emily, who had always been terrified of drowning, found herself gasping for breath as the room filled with the phantom waters of a spectral sea. Each friend, in turn, faced a terrifying ordeal, their personal nightmares spun into existence by the mansion's malevolent spirit. But as they stumbled from room to room, a haunting narrative began to unfold. Within each chamber, a fragment of the mansion's dark history revealed itself. There were unsettling portraits, their eyes seeming to follow the friends as they moved. The images depicted a once happy family, now depicted with faces contorted in agony and despair, a chilling reminder of a tragedy that had torn them apart. The mansion, it seemed, was not just a house, but a tomb, a monument to the tormented souls forever bound to it. The friends' unity began to crumble under the weight of the visions. Paranoia crept in, suspicions gnawing at the edges of their friendship. The mansion's malevolent force reveled in their fear and mistrust, growing stronger with each passing moment. In their desperate search for an escape, the friends stumbled upon a locked door. Behind it, they could hear a faint whispering, a chilling symphony of sorrow and anger. As they unlocked the door and stepped inside, they found themselves in a room filled with remnants of the past, each a testament to the mansion's grim history. As they struggled to escape, the malevolent force grew stronger, manipulating reality to trap them within its nightmarish grip. The mansion was no longer just a building, but a living, breathing entity of terror, holding them captive within its spectral walls. Their nightmares had truly begun. In a final, desperate attempt, the remaining friends unearthed a hidden chamber containing a relic tied to the spirit's suffering. This was no ordinary object. It was a physical embodiment of the pain and sorrow endured by the spirit, a tangible connection to the past. It was a chilling reminder of the mansion's dark history, a symbol of the spirit's unending torment. The friends held the relic in their trembling hands, feeling its cold, heavy weight. They knew they were at a crossroads. The decision before them was daunting: destroy the relic, possibly freeing the vengeful spirit, or remain trapped within the mansion's walls, forever enslaved by their own fears and regrets. The silence that filled the room was deafening, only broken by the sound of their labored breaths. The decision was made. With a surge of courage, they shattered the relic. The mansion shook with the force of a ghastly scream, a sound so horrifying it seemed to echo from another world. It was a scream of years of torment, a scream of liberation. Then an otherworldly silence descended upon them, a silence so profound it felt as though time itself had stopped. The chilling fog that had once consumed Ravenswood began to lift, retreating like a defeated beast. The fog lifted, leaving Ravenswood in peace once more. The haunted mansion stood empty, a chilling reminder of the horrors that unfolded within its walls. The friends who had survived were forever changed, their lives indelibly marked by that fateful night in the haunted mansion of Ravenswood. The friends who survived were forever changed, haunted by the memories of that fateful night in Ravenswood. They carried with them a lingering sense of dread, an echo of the terror they had endured. Trust once shared amongst them had been shattered, replaced by an unsettling silence. Their laughter and camaraderie, once a source of comfort, now felt like distant echoes in the wake of their chilling ordeal. They left Ravenswood behind, but the chilling memories of the haunted mansion would follow them forever.